Hello, manifestors. What is intuition? I decided to make this video about the same theme as my article, and please check the article if you have not read it yet, because I noticed that there is still few information about intuition in the manifesting community, and many people who are in the manifesting community still don't understand what intuition is. So please stay tuned all the way until the end of this video if you want to understand what intuition is, and also please be sure to read my article as well, and you'll never have to wonder what your intuition is all about and how to use it to manifest your desire. My name is Sylviane. I am a manifesting coach. If you need one-on-one, more hands-on help to manifest your desires, please click on the link down below, manifestingwithsylviane.com. I do one-on-one and email coaching. Also, if you want to learn more about manifesting, I have a wonderful Facebook group. It's a private group, so you're safe there. You just have to answer the questions in order to be admitted. And again, all the links are down below in the description box. So to start with, let me tell you guys that I used to pride myself on having a strong intuition. I used to believe, like most people, that intuition is something that is given known to you, that it's coming from out there, somewhere out there, to prevent you from something, to let you know about something that is about to happen. But then again, I was thinking, okay, if I have a so-called intuition to prevent me, to warn me about something negative most of the time, right? Why did it happen anyway? Why there was nothing I could do about it anyhow? So in that case, if you are using your brain, you have to wonder, why do I have this feeling about something that is not yet here? Why do I have to have that feeling that it's about to happen if there is nothing I can do anyhow to stop it from happening? Then, when you reflect on this, when you use your brain for the good stuff, for analyzing things and making sense out of things, when you are thinking this way, you're like, wow, so what is this thing all about anyhow? Interestingly, since I know what intuition is really all about, guess what? I do not have those intuition moments anymore. So what is intuition? Intuition is nothing less, nothing more than feeling it real, living in the end of whatever you have imagined prior. So let me tell you about my last intuition situation, and I'm not going to tell you what it was about because that's not the point. But it was soon after that crucial moment that I found Neville Goddard's teaching. So my last intuition episode, so to speak, was about something pretty bad, something that was going to change my life in a pretty bad way for a little while before it got better. And what happened is that at some point I had this very, very strong feeling that something was about to happen, and I couldn't shake it out of me. I just knew. I knew that this thing was going to fall on me. And I couldn't put a name on it. I couldn't really explain it. It was just a strong feeling and knowing, what people call intuition. And then guess what? 48 hours after I had this feeling, this unshakable feeling, my intuition, well, it happened. It manifested in my 3D world. Now, if I had stopped there, if I had never discovered Neville Goddard's teaching, if I had never discovered the law of assumption and how we manifest and all that good thing, I may have still believed that intuition was this thing that I could not prevent, that was falling upon me and that I had nothing to do with. But it is none of that. When I reversed engineered my whole life, pretty much, by the way, and what I am advising you to do, so it will give you full faith about how you manifest your life, how you manifested anything that has happened to you so far. So anyhow, when I reversed engineer my whole life, I reversed engineered my so-called intuitions, especially the last one. And then I had to realize what happened. What happened is that I had manifested something bad because of my feelings, because of what I used to believe to be, because what I used to believe about myself. I was imagining something negative for myself. I was not doing it consciously as I would now because I was not a conscious manifester. But you don't need to be a conscious manifester to manifest, right? You manifest since before you were born. So anyhow, I was manifesting an outcome that was the exact opposite of what I wanted, just like most people do, right? Before we become conscious manifestors, we manifest pretty much exactly the opposite of what we want. That's what I did. For a couple of months, I had started thinking some negative scenarios about my life that manifested. And when I had that so-called intuition, it was nothing more, nothing less than a true feeling it real. It was, as Neville Goddard explains it, the way we manifest. When we start imagining something, it's like a conception. He was comparing this to a pregnancy. When you start imagining something, it is conception. And then you imagine it for a while. This is pregnancy. So your pregnancy is the time that you are actively manifesting something. And the way you are actively manifesting something is the way you think, the way you visualize the thing, whether you do it consciously or not. You are having images in your mind, you are having feelings, you are having thoughts that manifest. That's your pregnancy. You are imagining thoughts, feelings, images, all that. It's called imagination, right? So you are imagining a very unwanted outcome, and that's your pregnancy. And when you're feeling it real, it's when you deliver the baby, pretty much. You are delivering the baby. You are feeling it real. This is the moment the baby is about to be born. And then, usually, few hours later, it could be 24, 48 hours, 72 hours, but usually at that moment, you know that it's coming. It's pretty much upon you. And guess what? 48 hours after I had that feeling it real, feeling that I used to call intuition, my imagination manifested. This is what intuition is, guys. It's nothing less, nothing more than the fruit of your imaginal work. Whatever you have been imagining for a little while now, you start feeling it real, as Neville Goddard used to say. This is what your intuition is. You have been imagining something for a little while, and you are really starting to live in the end of it. This is what you are calling your intuition. It is just a sign that it's about to appear. It's about to harden into fact in your 3D reality. And because we are pretty much ignorant to the law, we have no clue about how we manifest when we are not conscious manifestors, we remember those moments. Oh, I had an intuition about this or that, and it happened. No, it did not happen because you had an intuition. It happened because what you call an intuition was just the fruit, the mature fruit of your imagination. And that's when you really knew it was done. Because when you are a conscious manifester, what you call it, knowing that it is done, it's the exact same thing as an intuition. You are the operant power, guys. You are the maker of your so-called intuitions. So stop being the victim of your own so-called intuitions. I have had a few clients, even a current client, that is still a prisoner of that intuition thing, when really that person is manifesting her own intuitions. We are all manifesting our own so-called intuitions because they are just the signal that we have been doing a great job at imagining whatever it was that we were imagining. And when we have that moment, that feeling it real moment, that intuition, it's just a signal that it's about to appear in your 3D world. I hope this was helpful, guys. I don't think anyone ever made a video like this one about intuition, but I was inspired to do that. I was inspired to write this article and to make this video because I know that there may be different people reaching out to the article and the video. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can meditate on it and convince yourself that you are the operant power and that you are the maker of your so-called intuition. Please like the video, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye for now.